the venous drainage of the heart, the main person here is this coronary sinus. The coronary sinus has tributaries from all over the heart, and it drains into the right atrium. Now let's draw it virtually. Let's see the venous drainage of the heart. This is the right atrium. This is the anterior part of right atrium, posterior part of the right atrium. From the posterior part of right atrium, there is this coronary sinus. This coronary sinus gets blood from all over the heart and drains into the right atrium. Just like the superior vena cava draining from the upper half of the body and inferior vena cava draining from the lower half. Now let's see the tributaries of the coronary sinus. Whenever the coronary artery supplies tissue of the heart, the deoxygenated blood from the tissues is given back to the veins, and those veins drains into the coronary sinus. Now there are specific veins for specific arteries. The circumflex artery and the anterior interventricular artery gives oxygenation to certain tissues in the heart, and those tissues are drained by great cardiac vein to the coronary sinus. So circumflex artery and anterior interventricular artery are drained by the great cardiac vein. Just like this, the posterior interventricular artery is drained into the coronary sinus by the middle cardiac vein, and the acute marginal artery is drained to the coronary sinus by marginal vein. This marginal vein turns out to become small cardiac vein, which goes to the coronary sinus. The right conus artery and the SA nodal artery, both of these drain to the small cardiac vein and then go to the coronary sinus. All these are the tributaries of the coronary sinus. Now there is a special mentioned artery here. That artery is not a part of the coronary sinus. That is the anterior cardiac vein. The anterior cardiac vein drains part of the right ventricle into the right atrium. This drains in the anterior part of the right atrium. The anterior cardiac vein goes to the anterior part of the right atrium. It is not a part of the coronary sinus. So this is an important point. Thank you, doctors.